Let me give you one more personal idol. Money, love, romantic love, and then children. Now, in the evangelical world, we don't think of children as idols, but let me tell you, there are all kinds of parents out there who essentially are looking at their children, and in their heart of hearts they're saying, if my children are happy, if my children are believers, if my children grow up to love me, if my children are successful, then I know that I'm worth something. And if that's how you look at your children, not just as good things, but as ultimate things, and you start to live your lives out through your children, basically, the child is either going to stay near you and live a crushed life, because that child will always be crushed under the weight of your expectations, or the child will just get as far away from you as possible. And because you have turned that child into an idol, it'll wound you in a way that you'll never get over, and you'll be mad at God. How dare God do such a thing as this? And I can't believe in God, but the depth of the wound is your own making. You know, unless you understand personal idols, your counseling, your pastoring, your preaching is going to be so superficial. You're just going to be laying ideas on people, concepts on people. It's not going to touch them. For example, Martin Luther, in his larger catechism, his exposition of the Ten Commandments, so crucial. You know, the first commandment, have no other gods before me. First commandment. And then you have all the other commandments. And Luther said, I don't think it's an accident that the idolatry commandment's first. He says, the more I think about it, you never, ever break commandments 2 through 10 without first breaking 1. That the sin underneath all other sins is the sin of idolatry. And here's an example. If you lie, you're breaking one of the 10 commandments, right? You lied. But why did you lie in any particular situation? Well, you say, well, I lied because I was just so afraid of losing face. In other words, human opinion is more important at that moment to your self-worth and your value than Jesus, which means that's an idol. And you wouldn't have lied, except you really failed to rest in Christ as your salvation, as your righteousness. Human opinion is your salvation and your righteousness. You don't really believe the gospel at that point. You say, I believe in the gospel of grace, but basically you're being saved by works, functionally at heart level. You see that.